What are we building? What are we doing today? We could do dwarves. Dwarves sound kind of fun. We haven't played dwarves in a hot second. We're playing through it in the two-handed revised playthrough, but I feel like dwarves could be kind of fun. We haven't really built a full dwarf archetype build out yet. We could go. Dwarves have kind of a slow build, but we can get there pretty easy. I kind of want to go dwarves. Lord of the Rings LCG never clicked with me until I understood the Legolas ranged ability. Oh, attacking across the table, basically. I was initially thinking Elrond, just because of Villia being able to put cards into play, getting around the play restriction. But dwarves also sound kind of fun. Is there any reason that we wouldn't want to do dwarves? Star Wars LCG has really interesting deck building rules. I uh the the deck building in Star Wars I think is really interesting and I hope is pursued further where you basically pick pods. So you're not picking one card, you're picking like a pod of cards and putting them and creating your deck through there. I like that a lot. What's the strategy with the sticker? The sticker means that it goes back into the binder. So I put one copy of every single card in the binder so I can flip through and look at them and admire and read and be a nerd. And then if like we have Arwen, and then if we the Arwen copy of the binder version of Arwen, well, if she was in a sleeve, she would have a sticker, and then everything else is stored alphabetically over here. The co-op fluidity as an LCG till I really understood Legolas. Yeah, the co-op part of this game is really fun. I've been really enjoying um the playthrough of two-handed and seeing how that works. Okay, let's go dwarves. Let's have some fun. Got Dane. I don't I don't know if I want to go with the exact same hero lineup as the my two-handed. Dwalin is nice. Or not Dwalin. Nori. Nori is nice. See if we have orcs. Harad creature. There is an orc in there. Good morning, Jay. How's it going? Use some of Ant Man's tiny upgrades. Nice. First time seeing Lord of the Rings. Nice. It's such a good game. You're gonna love it. What if we get a little spicy and go away from dwarf heroes, but still no, that doesn't really make sense. But what if we go like Galadriel instead of Dwalin? Because I think Galadriel. Well, if they come in exhausted, Galadriel's not as good. Never mind. Oops. The nice thing about Dane is that he buffs all dwarf characters. So if you do lean into dwarfs, you do kind of really want to use that to your advantage. Let's just run the dwarves. Let's just run the dwarf package. And then we can modify based on what we see. We're gonna go Dane, Nori, Ori. So if we control 5 dwarf characters, We get to draw an additional card at the beginning of the resource phase, and then Nori is after we play a dwarf character from your hand, we get to reduce our threat by 1. So that's going. Just got off work. Welcome to the afternoon. All right, let's find some dwarf characters. That's what we're going to do to start us out is we're going to go through and look at our allies and find dwarf allies, and then we're going to fill in after that. What was the stage 3 dealing damage to heroes? Okay, so it's not stage 3 does not necessarily hinder allies too much, so that's nice. Ash's Red Rain Maiden box was out of print, but I found it. Oh, that's unfortunate. They transitioned supply to Amazon. That's too bad. Ugh. But at least it's available. Alrighty, let's go ahead and grab some Longbeard Elders. So, who was asking? George. So Longbeard Elder just came out of here, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a sticker and put it on here so that we know that this card goes back into the binder. Because I'm gonna grab 3 of these. Over here, let's grab a Legacy of Durin. So after I catch up on Summoner Wars content, oh, I love Summoner Wars. Are we catching up on Ashes? Nice. I love Summoner Wars. It's so good. Let's grab 2 copies of Gimli. And we're going to grab Gandalf while we're here. Probably want to go Galadriel's Greeting and all of that good stuff, but we'll get there when we get there. Grab Gloin. Gloin is after while you play him, if you control 5 or more dwarf heroes, then he gets to add a couple of resources to a resource or to a hero's resource pool. What are the 4 aspects called in Lord of the Rings, and what are they good at? Good question. So purple is called leadership. They kind of deal with allies and money. It's kind of like the ramp aspect. Green is lore, deals with healing and card draw typically. Blue is spirit. Blue is kind of all about reducing your threat and managing encounter cards. And then tactics, which is the red, is aggression. It's kind of built around battling. Just taught my girlfriend Summoner Wars. I lost because I played Cave Goblins with the wrong tactics. Nice. what what version of Summoner Wars are you playing? The revised or the original? I played the heck out of the app. We got Brock Iron Fist. Nope. We can go Philly and Killy. I think that's potentially worth running with. Dwarven Sellsword. I think Dwarven Sellsword is worth playing. Dwarven Sellsword at the end of the round, discard a Dwarven Sellsword unless the players spend 1 leadership resource. Resource. So let's go ahead and grab that. Dwarven Shield. Attached hero gets +1 defense after the hero takes damage from an enemy attack. Exhaust this to add a resource to the hero's resource pool. I don't know how frequently we're going to be defending. Dane will be the defender. Dane has that 3 defense, and so pumping it up to 4 could be nice, actually. Got a 4 attack, a 3 attack, a 4 attack, 5 attack. Ugh. 5 attack is less than ideal. I can see Lord of the Rings have better card backs than Marvel Champions. Oh yeah, I like those are the encounter card backs, and then the rings. I like the card backs here. Storm Goblins and Water Peeps coming tomorrow. Nice. Is this the Agmar cycle? This is the Sands of Harad cycle. So this is the end of the Sands of Harad. How many different games do I have? Oh, um, I don't know. 200, 250. Are you playing a campaign today or just deck building? We're gonna be deck building for a scenario. We're gonna be playing one. You're around 200. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think collecting and playing games are two different strategies or two different hobbies. That's what I've learned. Got Gloin. We could go the Philly Killy route. It's I don't know. Philly and Killy. I keep flipping back and forth on if I like them or not. Will you make her rod playlist like you did with um Harrow something? I should do a shelfie video. Problem is my games are all over the place. Um how many do I actually play now? At this point, not a lot. I used to do a lot more board game focused content, where I would do just videos and a lot of podcasts and stuff on just a variety of different games. I would say that the rate of which my board game expansion is or my board game collection is expanding is way lower than it used to be. I mean, I of new games I probably have only bought like or acquired 5 this year, where I used to get 5 a month. Um You keep mine about 50, and then Cole usually give mine to my brother so I don't buy new games. Nice. Nice. You make a Harad playlist like you did with Harrow something. Can you help me understand that question? Uh, okay, so any other dwarfs here? Snuck into the back away from all the other dwarfs. Then we're gonna just look and make sure. I think we will run a very good tail. We'll run 3 of these. Very good tail is exhaust 2 allies. Then we get to put some allies into play. Well, with a very good tail, because we are discarding cards, that's a whole other part of the dwarf archetype. So we can go with the what's the card called? Hidden Cache. Do you like how I said we're gonna look through all of the allies and then we'll do other stuff? And here I am just completely ignoring that and, and going all over the place. That's how my mind works. That steals a Goodwill. Mint condition. Found a $80 game. Beyond the Sun. Brand new for like 10. Nice. Beyond the Sun is on my shelf of shame. I have shelf of opportunity. Sorry. I have not played Beyond the Sun. I've heard it's really good. That was on one of my lists one weekend to go out and do. I think the last board game I purchased was Great Western Trail. I like Great Western Trail a lot. The original version of Great Western Trail or one of the new crazy versions. What's up, David? Glad I was able to catch one of your live games. Happy you're here. How's everything going? Did you have a good weekend? How's your knee? Okay. Last Hidden Cache. And then we got our miners, which are cards that are similar to White Fox in Marvel Champions, where when you discard it from the top of your deck, you get to put it into play. Ooh, piece of candy. My brain. Yeah, right. It's definitely daunting to approach, but it's smooth. Love the tech tree. Nice. Nice. Need good. 6 more weeks, then back to the workforce. Nice. Hopefully, it's a swift and speedy recovery. Grab some allies there. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Okay. So we grabbed a very good tail. That's going to help us get a lot of our dwarf ally friends onto the table pretty quickly. I think we'll probably want to grab Steward of Gondor. I pulled out the core set cards from the deck over here. Let's grab Sneak Attack. Unexpected Courage is big. We'll go ahead and grab Test of Will. Hasty Stroke. Galadrim's Greeting. Steward of Gondor. There it is. And Narvi's Belt. Narvi's Belt we can attach to a dwarf hero, exhaust Narvi's Belt, and then give that dwarf any aspect for this phase. So kind of what we'll do is we'll load up one of our dwarf heroes with Sword of Gondor and Narvi's Belt and just pay for everything. Just realize, have you ever used Digging Deep White Fox against Ultron? We tend to use them in decks that discard our deck, but never a deck build where we're fighting against. I don't know if I've done it against Ultron. Ultron does discard your deck, yeah. I've done it against Sandman, because Sandman will do that as well. With no, not Sandman. Who? The Power Drain modular? No, I don't know. I don't remember. I've done it against someone who discards your deck. I don't remember who that is off the top of my head. Funny enough. That's Sneak Attack. King Under the Mountain, that's what we're looking for. We could also, I think Hardy Leadership is also really good. Let's go King Under the Mountain and Hardy Leadership. King Under the Mountain is a card where you can exhaust it, discard the top two, or I guess look at the top two cards of your deck, discard one and put one of them into your hand. So you can discard one of these cards that can go into play. Hey, welcome. Dwarf Delve Cycle, you make a playlist of those quests, and your Herat Cycle videos are all over the place. Oh, yeah, no, that's not me. Yeah. I can do that. I think most of them actually aren't even posted yet. I don't know what's going on there with me. But yeah, I will do that. Dwarven Shield would be nice. Lure of Moria. All right, let's look at dwarfs over here. In our green, we got the Prospector. Definitely going to grab a couple of Prospectors. This is when we enter play, we can discard the top 3 cards of our deck, then choose and shuffle 1 card in our discard pile back into our deck. What's nice about this is it does not have to be one of the discarded cards. So if you discard something that you really need, you can throw the Prospector there and cycle it back in. Okay. Woo, Nelson streaming. Let's go. Yeah, you mentioned White Fox with Ultron in my brain, so I had the epiphany. It seems Magneto will be very good against him because, oh, yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited for Magneto. Got the Record Keeper. We're going to go ahead and grab 2 copies of the Record Keeper. Not necessarily for the ability, but for the fact that they cost 1. Discarding White Fox with Iron Man's attack event is hilarious. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Iron Man Digging Deep. I've had a lot of fun with there. What are the small stickers for? So I put 1. If it has a sticker, it goes back in the binder. If it doesn't have a sticker, it gets stored alphabetically over here in my massive box of cards. Which old hero new tricks are you planning after Magneto? Definitely a Thor. We're getting a lot of really cool cards that deal with minions, and so Thor, I think Valkyrie could be kind of fun. There's a lot of like aspect cards that I think will be a lot of fun. Take that, Cyclops. I don't remember what Take That does. If The what is the potentially an X23 leadership ally deck? Blue Thor, yeah, Blue Thor. I think will be a lot of fun. The X23 leadership ally will be a lot of fun with the card that allows you to get a minion, and then you can Voltron the X23 ally, so you can uh like use that card to play another ally, then get the benefit of having X23 take out 7 damage to an enemy. Oh yeah. I think I've done that actually. I think I've played that deck before. Got the Hammersmith. All this entire deck starts with E. That's what I'm learning. The 2-cost dwarf unit that when it enters play, get to return the topmost attachment in any player's discard pile to their hand. I was torn between Take That or Fusillade for your Nightcrawler deck. Take That on Rogue. That's fun. Take That on Rogue is really good. Yeah. That's awesome. Miner the Iron Hill. Do we have any condition attachments? Nope. Not that I'm seeing. Okay. Um, I may actually go Warden of Healing just for the healing option. I may go Battle Master just to have some damage output, and we can use Narvi's Belt to sneak the Battle Masters in. I think a Will of the West is pretty decent in a dwarf deck. Let's grab a Bifford. Just more card draw, more fun. We have Bomb Bjorning. No, we don't need that. Where are you? Oh, we got Bofer. Choose another player. Nope, not another. But I mean, Blue Mountain Traders is a 2. We'll get there when we get there. Uh, Biffer. Morning, Captain Atreides. Hope everyone is doing well. Heck yeah. My buddy's War Machine got full autoed by crossbows for 8. Oh, jeez. Oh, good times. Good times. Oh my gosh. It's insane. Just looking for dwarves. Where are my dwarves? I'll watch this state of the game after this. I had fun with that video. Um, I don't know. It's still funny to me how much a video like that is. I don't know why. Like it I don't know. That video was fun to make and anxiety inducing to make. I don't know why. They delve too deep. um, I don't know. Just it was fun. I enjoyed making the video. Just kind of talking about the game as like as an overview. I enjoyed that. Where are my dwarf stuff? There will always be negative people. Nice to see positive vibes. I like positivity. Positivity is more fun than negativity. That's what I believe. It's fun. It's fun to be around positive people. It's fun to be a positive person. We got the miner. The miner is pretty interesting. I think we will go with some miners because if we're gonna lean into the discarding cards, we might as well do it. Um, grab 2 copies of the miner. We got Bofer. We got Killy. I did not grab Philly, so we're good there. Wallen. While you control at least 5 dwarf characters, lower the cost to play Dwallin by 2. I think that's worth it. And we got a 2-cost Blue Mountain Trader. Choose another player. Don't really want to do that. Let's grab a Dwallin. We'll grab 2 because once we get him, Dwallin's also a pretty decent, a very good tail target to exhaust because he's 3 cost. We're gonna have to cut so many cards. Any other dwarf? Sometimes I get lazy. Hey, Eborgard. While you play Eborgard from your hand, discard the top 2 cards of your deck to reduce the card's cost by 2. He becomes a 0-1-2-3. With the extra hit point, he would be a 4 health, which I don't know if that is going to be strong enough to defend against what we need him to defend against. Just look. Dwarf character, after you travel to a mountain or underground location, we got desert and hills. Hills are just like tiny mountains. Does that count? Any more info on the shield boss? Last shield boss, a very weak, less known villain slate in that box. That last one is Red Hulk or something. I'll be very happy. Ooh. There needs to be a custom ally cards for you and other YouTube. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be really fun. That'd be really cool. I think I do want to grab Will of the West. Probably 2 of them. Dwarven Tomb. If your card is discarded from the top of your deck, exhaust dwarf type to place that card on the bottom of your deck. Let's grab 2 dwarf pipes. And continue that cycle of cards. So we don't like lose anything too important. There's my dwarf pipes. Got Winfola. All right, let's see how many cards. I think we're probably at 70. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 40. 3, 5, 7, 10. There's 52, 4, 6, 8, 9. Only at 59 actually, so that's not too bad at all. Nice. I'm wondering if we do want to grab the Battle Master though. We can't sneak them in. Where'd I put the Battle Master? Three cost, gets +1 attack for each other dwarf ally. He can get up to 5 attack. You could be a 3-cost basic ally that reads, when Nelson enters play, discard him, search your entire collection for an ally from any aspect and put it into play. That'd be fun. That'd be awesome. And confuse the enemy, because I do like confusing the enemy. Go Azen. After Shovelbeard participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, spend a tactics resource to deal 2 damage to another enemy. Oh, we don't have any tactics resources. Never mind. That doesn't really work. We do have Magic Ring, which is a neutral attachment. Um, we can raise our threat by 1 to choose and heal 1 damage from the attached hero. Add 1 resource to the resources pool. The end comes after a dwarf character leaves play, shuffling encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. It's not great. Just hopping in. Are you on the Return of the King saga now, or not quite yet? Not quite yet. This is the last scenario before that happens. So soon. All right. Unsleeve these. These are from the 2-handed decks that I was playing. Do my custom SpongeBob hero that confuses him. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. We got 9 cards to cut. What are the 9 cards we're cutting? This is I think community ranked it an 8 out of 10. So it's not impossible. But it's not easy. We're bringing a pretty solid deck to it. Running dwarfs. We'll see how it works. But yeah, it's not going to be an easy quest. I'm not 100% sure what the discard a random card from your hand destroys a character. Oh yeah, okay, fine. We'll definitely bring Hasty Stroke. Gladrium's Greeting may not be needed as much because we have Nori, who's going to be reducing our threats, but it's always really nice to just get a huge hit of 6 threat reduction there. Steward of Gondor probably definitely needs to be in here if we want to flood. Sneak Attack Gandalf is just so freaking good. Unexpected Courage is so good with Dane. It's going to give us an additional couple of quest points, as well as ready him if we can, if he does get exhausted for some reason. Don't need that Hasty Stroke. They came from different decks. All right. So 8 cards to cut. We have so many dwarfs. I'm here for it. Let's go. This is gonna be fun. I just love dwarfs. We could go with the miner. I don't know if we need the miner. We have 0 cost. Well, I'd probably want to cut Dwalin. Let's cut out a Dwalin. What if we go 1 Will of the West instead of 2? Do we have ways? Well, we don't really have a great easy way to get it, like no Dwarven Tomb. And so, I think we're gonna go 1 less Gloin. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We also could potentially go Steward of Gondor on Nori. Villain Theory could do a basic ally. That reason when villain enters play, discard him, shuffling counter deck back into the deck. Do not gain an acceleration token. Ooh, I like that too. 6, 8, 10. That'd be fun. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, we got 2, 4, 6 cards to cut. 6 cards to cut. Cut out a Longbeard Elder. What if the Dwarven Sellsword? Yeah, we're gonna keep the Dwarven Sellswords in there. We'll cut out a Gimli. We're just going down to 1x of the uniques. And then if we draw them, and that's great. We could go down to, let's cut out a Hasty Stroke. Let's cut out a Test of Will. Go to 2 of each one of those, which is increasing the density of our allies in the deck. Search for 2 cards and remove 1 from the game and play the other for free. That's an interesting idea. Like how he reviews 2 cards at a time. That's fun. Yeah. That's fun. That'd be fun. Okay, now we're gonna look for expensive allies. Just need 2 slots, my friends. Go the Hammersmith, actually. We don't have... There are... We'll leave 1 Hammersmith in here. That's the only channels I know. When Nick Fury comes out, I may swap Samuel L. Jackson alternate art. Nice. What card are we cutting? We could go... Unexpected Courage is so nice of a bump if we get it. You had F-bombs all the text. Nice. Cut out a 1 copy of a very good tale. I'm gonna cut out a King Under the Mountain. And that's gonna be our 50. Alrighty. Let's see where we go. We're gonna probably have to modify this, but that's cool. We got Dane, Ori, and Nori. One of my favorite hero lineups in the whole game. I love the dwarfs. We start with 28 threat, 0 scoops, which is always fun to see. 33. Let's go down to 28. So Dane, while Dane is ready, dwarf characters get +1 attack and +1 willpower. Ori, while you control at least 5 dwarf characters, you can draw an additional card at the beginning of the resource phase. And Nori, after you play a dwarf character from your hand, reduce your threat by 1. So we will see if we need the Galadriel Greetings. We may swap those out for other solutions to problems that we will encounter. But we'll see that, and that's one of the things I like about the game is you build a deck, you play it, you lose, and you figure it out. Doors are very fun, right? They're so awesome. It's just like, okay, there's a billion of us now. Let's go. Alrighty. 1A. You have escaped the dungeons of Kurth Garat with the rescued members of Kalheel's tribe, but it's still a long way to Gondor. Set Poros garrison in each of the following encounter sets aside. Did that. First player adds the Black Serpent to the staging area and shuffles the encounter deck. Every other player reveals an encounter card. So we got the Black Serpent. This is a 0, engages on 50, 0-2-1-8, cannot leave the staging area or take damage. X is the stage number of the main quest, and they get +X, where X is equal to the stage number of the quest to all of their stats. And so starting out, they're going to be a 2-4-3. At the end of the encounter phase, either remove X progress from the main quest, or the Black Serpent is going to make an attack against the first player. After Magneto, you'll try and get an Arkham or Lord of the Rings again. Champions is just so second. Champions is great. Yeah. Allies enter play exhausted at the end of the planning phase. Advance to a random stage 2, which is going to have us add more cards. What are we looking for on our initial mulligan? Steward of Gondor would be nice. Any of the 1-cost dwarfs could be nice. And I'm thinking about it. Actually, if we get the stage 2 that deals a damage to our dwarves, that could be an issue. Let's see what we got. We got Gloin, Longbeard Elder, Minor, Hasty Stroke, Hidden Cache, and a Minor. That's just a mulligan. We got 3 cards in our hand that we want to discard from our deck rather than draw. And so we'll mulligan that and just put them back into the deck. The nice thing is that we start pretty heavily or pretty heavy on our questing, right? Because just with Ori and Nori, we're questing for 6. And so that's pretty decent to start us out. So the idea, or hopefully we can add at least 2 progress to that main so that we don't get an attack the first turn. We got a very good tail, a Minor, Hidden Cache, King Under the Mountain, Longbeard Elder, and a Test of Will. It is what it is. I'm going to draw into a Minor. So we don't have a turn 1 play, but we do have a Test of Will if we need that. We do have a very good tail, which is great. Alrighty. Here we go. One of Caleb's absolute favorite card design decision is a dwarf. I have not heard which one. Which one is it? Alrighty. At the end of the planning phase, we are here. It is the end of the planning phase. We're going to advance to a random 2A. So we got even, odd, Bomber, where he counts as 2. Are you talking? Is that the hero Bomber? I said even, so it's the Desert Path. You ask Kahil which way you should take, and he says, "My people are weary. Climbing the rocky hills of Ethel Duath will be too difficult for them. We will journey to Gondor across the desert. Shuffle the desert sands." And I did bring this so that I would know. So desert sands is that guy. The one that looks like a desert and sands. Nice. That's fun. Yeah, that's a really fun hero. Because dwarves want to have bodies on the field, and then the hero counts as 2, which is just really cool. That's fun. That's fun trivia. Discard the other stage 2. After a player plays an ally, he must either exhaust that ally. Oh, we can exhaust the ally. Okay, so we don't have to deal the damage to it, or deal 1 damage to it. Sweet. Okay. Cool. That's better. We're showing 2 in the staging area. Let's go ahead and quest for 6. We're going to flip into Towering Dunes. Oh no, we're going to get attacked. While it's in the staging area, progress cannot be placed on locations in the staging area not named Towering Dunes. After it becomes the active location, reveal the top card in counter deck. Yikes. Alrighty, so we only place 1, which means that the Black Serpent is going to attack. We're going to block with Dane. He's attacking for 4. We're defending for 3. It destroys the character. We are good. So we take 1 damage. I may actually want to travel there. Not yet. Let's stand up. Increase our threat to 29. We're going to draw into... I draw into these hidden caches so frequently. Alright. Let's go 2 to play King Under the Mountain on Dane. We'll go ahead and use King Under the Mountain. We got Gandalf and a Minor. We'll discard the Minor, take Gandalf and the Miner gets put into play. So that's nice. Getting so unlucky with the mining cards, right? I thought Mondays were usually for Marvel Champions. Magneto on Friday. Yep. Exactly, yeah. So usually Fridays are Lord of the Rings, but we swapped them because we're getting Magneto on Friday. It's evident, though, a lot of this game how much reverence the design team had for Tolkien lore. 100,000%. Yes. Yes. 100%. Yes. Okay, so there's a couple of options that we can go here. We can play the miner using 3 and hang on to a test of will. We could play this miner here and not do a test of will. We could play the miner and then go a very good tail if we wanted to and get some more allies out there. Um I think we will play a miner just so we can start getting that double card draw. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's spend 3 and just play the miner from our hand. That will reduce our threat by 1 using Nori's ability, but now we've fulfilled 5 dwarf characters. I think at this point I would rather quest with them to try and build up a presence here. And then we very good tail with 2/3 cost, which is pretty solid. Magneto is coming on Friday. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Very exciting. So we are showing 5. Let's go 2, 4, 7, 10. We're going to flip into win reveal. Each player discards his hand or assigns X damage among characters he controls, where X is the number of cards in his hand. 2, 4, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We will test a will that. Cancel that win revealed effect. So we placed 5. So that's good. We will go ahead and remove 2 so that the Black Serpent does not attack. We will travel here and reveal the Southron Outrider. After it engages, you either place a random enemy from the set aside Harad set into the encountered discard pile, or it gets +3 attack this round. Okay. Into the encountered discard pile. Random enemy from the Harad soldiers, which I believe is the sword looking one. Yep. All right. So we'll shuffle this up and then just draw the top card of the deck because this is engaging us. All right. So that's in the discard pile. We will block with Dane. It's going to be a 3 on a 3. Return the attacking enemy to the staging area after this attack. There you go. Okay. We will stand up. Increase our threat. We will draw 2 cards. So we got Gimli and a Miner. We'll pass out money. I think we're going to try and play a very good tail here. Let's go very good tail. We're going to exhaust these 2. Discard the top 5 cards. 2, 4, 5. Put up to 2 allies discarded this effect into play. Under your control, the total cost of the allies cannot exceed the total cost of allies exhausted to pay for this effect. So we got a very good tail. We got the Prospector, Hidden Cash, which is great, and a Dwalin. Alrighty, so we will Hidden Cash hits. So we will add 2 resources to probably Dane here. So we can hit the Longbeard Elder. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. and choose one card and shuffle back in. Uh, so we'll choose and shuffle one of these cards back in the deck. Do we only have one test of will? 18 days or more? No. Okay, there's another test of will in there. Or will of the West in there. Honestly, a very good tail. I'm going to shuffle a very good tail back in. We could play the Elder now, or we could wait one turn to play Gimli. Gimli seems pretty fun to play. We honestly could play. Let's go King Under the Mountain real quick. See if we can get Longbeard Elder or a Gandalf. We'll take the Gandalf. We could play Gandalf and Snipe here. It's not a horrible idea. The other option would be to play a Gandalf. We're depleting our entire resource pool if we do that to lower a threat. I don't know if we need to do that. I really want to get Gimli onto the table. Cause yeah, let's hang off one round and get Gimli onto the table. Alright. We are showing 4. We do have 2 progress to remove, so the Black Serpent is not going to attack. So we're going to quest for 6, 10. Flip into the Prowler. Either place a random enemy from the set aside Mordor Orcs into the encounter discard pile, or it makes an immediate attack against the first player. At 4 attack, we will shuffle 1. Mordor Orcs. Which is this encounter set. We'll shuffle this up and put a random one. Oh no, it's the Chieftain. That's not good. Alrighty, so we quested for 10. We are showing 7. So we'll place only 3 here. Sad. Ow. Okay. We will remove 2. We'll engage here. We will defend with Dane. Makes an additional attack against after this. So we will take an attack of 3. Discard a random card from your hand. We'll place the 3 on Nori, but that's not looking too good for us. Bye, Miner. Alright. Let's stand up. Increase our threat to 30. We'll draw 2 cards. We got Gandalf. Give me a sneak attack. Yes, let's go. Let's go. All right. We'll increase money. I think it's worth playing sneak attack here over Gimli. Let's King Under the Mountain. Sneak attack and a record keeper. We're gonna take another sneak attack, and all of a sudden we're looking much better off. So we have 2 Gandalfs, 2 sneak attacks, 3 Gandalfs. We have 3 Gandalfs. Let's go. And we have all of our miners on call now too. So we will sneak attack Gandalf probably in this we may not actually need it in the quest phase. We may go during the combat phase, engage here, block this guy. We need 7 attack. I don't know if we have 7 attack. We don't have anything, so let's spend 2 to play here. Oh, and we have to do this. We're gonna have delta damage here, and the miner will come in exhausted. I forgot about that. These were put into play, so it does not affect that. So, oops. So sneak attack gets around the played allies. Um. Okay, so we have 2 to remove from here. We're gonna sneak attack. We're gonna sneak attack this round. Gotta head to work. Have a good stream. See ya. Have fun. I don't need the cards. I was gonna. I'm just like, I want to play the hidden cache. I was like, I don't need the hidden cache. Um. Alrighty. Alrighty. Sweet. We are going to go into the quest phase. We're currently showing 5. Let's quest for 6. If we wanted to attack and take this guy out, we have 2, 4, 5, 7. We have enough if we only quest for 6. And we block with Gandalf. I think at this point, let's go ahead and use a sneak attack to put Gandalf into play during the quest phase, commit him to the quest. So that's going to be 10. Hold on. No, that's not right. Down to 29. This goes up to 10. Okay. We get to choose, and honestly, I may deal the damage here now, knowing that I am going to choose that, and then when we sneak attack him in the villain phase or in the combat phase, we can choose a different option. But if we flip another enemy now, we may have that issue. So let's go ahead and go 10, showing 5. Flip into a towering dunes. Jeez. Okay, so we are going to we're showing 8 now. So we place 2, 1, and 1, and then we're going to remove 1 from there. Then we will, I think we'll travel here. Gandalf's back in my hand. And whenever we travel, we have to reveal the top card of the encounter deck, which is the Desert Oasis. When Desert Oasis is explored, heal 4 damage from among characters in play. After it becomes the active location, heck yeah, that's great. All right, we're going to engage the Prowler. We are going to spend 1 to sneak attack Gandalf. Gandalf is our defensive strategy. Do we draw cards, or I think we reduce threat? Question mark. Let's draw cards. Hasty Stroke. That's nice, actually. We don't have money for it. Hammersmith and Unexpected Courage. Alrighty. We will block 4 on 4. Exhaust the character you control. No, we're not going to be able to take him out. Dang it. We could. No, we can't hasty stroke it. Boo. All right. We'll go 2, 4, 6 to deal 4 damage to him. Oh, that's horrible. All right. Increase our threat. Stand up. Gandalf hops back to our hand. Now I'm just really scared of the cards that deal with how many cards I have in my hand. But here we are. We got 2 cards. We got Steward of Gondor. That's what we're looking for. And another Steward of Gondor. Let's pass out some money. We're definitely playing Steward of Gondor. I'm trying to figure out where I want to play it. Let's go King Under the Mountain. See if we can grab a Narvi's Belt. We've got a Record Keeper and a Prospector. Let's go with the Prospector. We're going to spend 2 to play the Prospector. We're going to decrease our threat We're going to discard 1. Nice. 2, 3. So Miner comes into play. Prospector, we will deal a damage to it. And then we're going to shuffle a card from our discard pile back into our deck. I think it's going to be Sneak Attack. Yeah. Shuffle Sneak Attack back in. Because now if we can get a Sneak Attack, we have the Gandalfs. So that's nice. Where are we throwing this Steward of Gondor? We could throw it on Dane. Let's do it. Let's go 2 Steward of Gondor onto Dane. So we will give him 2. If we hang on to the money now, we can play Gimli next turn. I think we do want to just play Gimli next turn at this point. We have a Hasty Stroke that we can hang on to. Okay. I'm so mad about that. I'm so mad about that. So dumb. We do have to push pretty hard on the main this round because we need progress on it to take off. So in that case, let's just go ahead and spend 3 to play the Longbeard Elder. We'll deal a damage to the Longbeard Elder. We'll decrease our threat again. I'm pretty happy with our ramp now. Okay, let's go 3, 6, 9, 11. Did not play the miner this round. Forgot the unexhausted. 13. We are showing 4, 8. So if we flip into a 3, we are good at this point. We need a defender, which we can defend here if we wanted to. Or we can, actually we'll probably defend with Dwalin. And then we just need to attack with 2 of these miners. So let's go 1, 2 here. We have a defender. We have enough to take him out. We're going to flip into an X. X is the highest number of characters controlled by a single player. Oh, gosh. Well, that's not good. Alrighty. Well, that probably just loses the. I did not even realize that was a card. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 threats here. Requested for 15. We are. Well, yeah, we. Holy cow! I did not know that was in there. Oh, that's not good. Huh. So we're showing 15. We don't place any progress, and we're out of the game at this point. Yeah. So that'll be a scoop. That is good to know. That is great to know, because we're gonna take an attack here and attack here. We at that point don't have enough to kill there. So, huh. Alrighty then. I think my least favorite part about this quest is how annoying it is going to be to put away. Like with all the random encounter cards coming in to the game, to just remember to pull some out. Okay, there's that. How many of those are there? 2, 3. There's 3 of those in there. Holy cow. Okay, the dwarfs just may not work at all. Huh. Alrighty, I'm gonna head to the I'm gonna go be right back. I will see y'all pretty soon. I'm gonna run and get a refill, and then we're gonna come back and tackle this problem. See y'all soon. Alrighty, so that was fun. Um, we dwarves, we hate sand. Yes, 100,000%. They apparently do hate the sand. I that card's pretty brutal. That card is not great. Oh yeah, we have to take out desert sands. So with that knowledge in our toolkit, I think we're switching up deck building pretty significantly. Um, since I haven't played dwarves in a long time, but then built a dwarf mine with Gandalf a few days ago. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because swapping the cards to mine the right things, that's cool. I like that a lot. That's fun. Alrighty. Cool. What did I miss? There's a card in the deck that there's 3 cards in this deck that pretty much directly counter the dwarf strategy. There's a card that is plus X, where X is the number of characters you control. So that being said, let's just try like big heroes and see if we can do something closer to like a big hero build, Voltron, potentially like an Aragorn Voltron deck. Um, Thank you for the follow, Sensei. Yeah, that's interesting. That's fun. Cool. What does that look like? We need a answer to the attacks. And so let's think about a defensive option first. It could be, I mean, Gandalf is good. Well, quick beam. Baragon is always the easy or like the go to thought. What if we go like Denethor for our defense? Because I think Denethor has the 3 defense. He only has 3 health though, so that can be a little bit harder. Um, the stickers go back into the binder. So if a card has a sticker on it, it means that it goes back into the binder, and then every card that doesn't have a sticker, I have a box over here where I sort everything alphabetically. Okay. Yeah. What do we do? What do we do, my friends? Um, are those Dragon Shield binder pages? No, these are. I think they're just Ultra Pro. Um, since you're on YouTube, if you go to the video description, there's a link with my accessories. There's a link to these pages in that Google Doc. I don't. I think they're Ultra Pro, but I don't quite remember if that is actually the case. Okay. Yeah. Definitely on the right track to go big heroes, I feel like, but which ones I don't know. Yeah, right. Um I'm wondering if ints could be interesting. I think a what if we go like Glorfindel, Arwen, and Aragorn? I do love ints. Ints are so much fun. Um that gives us a lot of quest power, so we can kind of like quest into um, not taking the attack, we don't really have a defensive option then. I guess we could go. I don't have tactics Aragorn. I don't think, right? Hey, look at that! I do. Um, After Aragorn participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, choose an enemy not engaged with you and engage that enemy. That sounds not great. That's a power trio. I think that would be fun. I'm concerned about my defense. Um, we go Loragorn. We could go tactics. I think if we go blue, it feels like it'd be a natural offset to go red to help with the damage that we're going to need with all the enemies. Um, but I think a northern tracker really helps us here. Um, Instead of Arwen, we could go Eowyn. Um, Mainly because there are cards in here that deal with how many cards we have in our hand. Or is that just one of the? That's actually the stage 2 encounter set that gets shuffled in. Hey Nathan, how's it going? How you doing? Tactics Aragorn was one of the reprinted sets, but I haven't been able to make him work too. He doesn't seem super great. If we go leadership also just feels good. We could go leadership Aragorn. I mean, leadership Aragorn's really decent. Gives us access to all of our leadership toys too then. And ways to get them quicker with Arwen's ability. Picking up the revised core set, Lord of the Rings. Nice. That's awesome. Yes, it's such a good game. Such a good game. I hope you just love it. Um, it's so solid. So solid. Well, Eladon and Elo here. After following your channel for champions, you've managed to convert me over to Lord of the Rings. Let's go! Success. Success in my book. That's awesome. I'm kind of thinking leadership Aragorn, Glorfindel. I haven't played Loragorn in a hot second though, which could be kind of fun. Go Song of Kings on Loragorn. Lord of the Rings LCG is goaded. Can't wait to see you put this deck together. Let's go. Enjoy. If you're coming from champions, be ready for a difficulty to ramp way up. Yeah, it gets challenging. I may go. I think I'm leaning more towards like a Song of Kings um build with Loragorn, and then add in card draw. I got the Clebrian Stone. I think we want access to leadership, but I don't know if we want to do that through a leadership hero. I think I would rather do that through Loragorn. So Loragorn, Glorfindel, and I'm thinking Arwen. Arwen actually does solve. If we go Arwen, we're running Elven Light, and then that solves the card draw, and we can just draw a ton of cards and hopefully not draw into the one that's going to punish us for having a ton of cards in our hand. uh, the other option would be like Eowyn, but I feel like Arwen gives us a little bit more flexibility than Eowyn does. Loragorn has some of the best art in the game. I love Loragorn. He looks so like yeah, it's just so good. I haven't played with him in a long time, so I'm actually really excited for this. Let's go Arwen. Um, the other option would be to go like Baragon. But let's try this. Let's try this and see where that gets us. Very sad it wasn't. Yeah, right. I do wish that Loragorn was reprinted. I think that would be really nice. Alrighty, let's go with. Let's look at lore cards. I think we want Warden of Healing. We're probably gonna just grab a couple of those. They do. I think we're gonna grab two of them, and we're gonna be pretty cognizant on if we want to put them into play. And I think that's what this kind of boils down to: is do we want to put cards into play or not? And like if we can play a card, does not mean that we should play the card. Favorite hero? In here, ooh, I really like Arwen. I think Arwen's really cool. Been having a lot of fun with Theod, not Theoden. Rohan hero, Aomer. Um, Aomer's pretty cool. I like Dane actually, probably Dane. I just like what he opens up. We got Master of the Forge. Let's grab Light of Valinor. Grab two of those. Good picks. What about you? Looking for Elven Light. The elves. It's a losing strategy right there. Looking for Elven Light in the L. There we go. Curtin. Oh, Curtin's good. Curtin's really fun. Yes, good call. Good call there. That's fun. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. Um, let's grab Asphalith. Asphalith. There we go. We'll grab two of those. I don't know Thenengel. I don't think I have them yet. That's fun. I always like that there's more cards that I haven't seen yet. That'll be a lot of fun. Grab Song of Kings. We should actually I think the Song of Kings doesn't go on Aragorn. I think it goes on not Aragorn. Uh Song of Hope is kind of interesting. Spend a resource. We don't have leadership, so I want to try and grab one more Song of Kings. I think Rivendell Minstrel is get them. Oh, ALEP. Nice. Nice. That's fun. I've heard really good stuff about the ALEP stuff. Okay. Cereal. Okay, I think what we're gonna do. The best part is the quest. Some of your all-time favorite quests are in LEP. That's good. I'm so that's nice. That's nice. I do want to get into it at some point. Just a lot. I haven't even gone through all of this stuff. Script Will of the West, Galadriel's Greeting, Hasty Stroke, Steward of Gondor, Sneak Attack, Test of Will. I don't know if we need Unexpected Courage. Okay, let's see where that puts us at card wise. I haven't even really looked at blue cards yet, which is a little scary. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 3. Okay, so we have 17 cards left. Let's grab Northern Trackers. I know that there is some tech against cards or placing progress on location in the staging area, but we'll deal with that when it comes to it. Let's grab Sword That Was Broken. Maybe we don't. Oh yeah, I need to rearrange my S cards. There's so many S cards. Let's attach to a unique ally belonging to any sphere of influence. What about Sword Thane? Well, probably don't need it. Could be fun though. Sword That Was Broken. Lyrian Stone. Yeah, there's a lot of game. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alrighty, so 10 more cards. I'm not 100% sure what my defensive strategy is, though. Like, if we do, we will have to take attacks. So we need some allies at least. Go here. Actually, I'm going to grab 2 June Bar. So that's going to be a good way to defend. Elrond's Council. Actually, don't know if I already grabbed Elrond's Council. Sweet, I did. What about Master of the Forge? Master of the Forge could work because we got a lot of attachments. I'm slightly concerned about having ally or characters out there that are not contributing to our questing, but see, we what if we just like fill in with ints, because ints are pretty powerful. Um, the problem is that I think I'd rather lean into blue cards. Go Sultan. Going to go high willpower blue allies, I think. Go Lindir. We can go Arwen. Let's go Arwen. Give additional defense. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 2 more cards. We did grab Elven Light, right? Apparently not. I definitely grabbed the other. Definitely grabbed Elven Light. I grabbed 2 Elven Lights at least. Maybe I didn't. There they are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I think we'll look for just like a pretty big ally. Faramir could be that. Galadriel could be pretty decent. Or we could look for our answer in blue cards. We have a pretty significant amount of threat reduction. We also have Lorgarn. We're fine with threat. Um, minimum 2 questing power is kind of what I'm looking for. We got Bofer, Handmaiden, Gildor is kind of interesting. It's a very expensive card, but what's our magic ring in lore for Aragorn? Oh, do we have an attachment for Aragorn in lore that I'm missing? Actually, I'm gonna cut out the ancient Mathams. I don't think we need those. That's gonna open us up some ally slots because I think we're gonna have enough card draw with the Elven Lights. So if we cut those, that makes it so that we have 3 slots left, and it opens up a little bit better. Which we could go with like Wellingham Preservers. You probably get more value out of Stargazer than Gildor. I can see that. I can go with that. Preserver. I mean, Preserver is solid, and Preserver's a lot of questing. Probably, that's kind of where I'm leaning right now. Is Preserver. And 3 willpower is pretty sweet. Alrighty. That's 50. I'm feeling better about that now that I've kind of seen some of the cards that the quest is going to attack us with. So that's fun. And this is a lineup I have not seen. I don't know if I've actually played this specific lineup ever before. I am pumped for this lineup though. We got 12, 9, and 5, putting us at a 26 starting threat. And we are off to the races. Let's go over there. We're going to need this. Alrighty. Discard a card from your hand to add a resource to a Noldor hero's resource pool or to Aragorn's resource pool. So Arwen can give out resources to any of the characters on the table right now. We'll probably pretty consistently be passing that to Aragorn, especially once we have the Celebrian Stone on Aragorn. I think it's a mulligan pretty hard for a Song of Kings. Because I think without the Song of Kings, we can get stuck pretty easily. Elven Light is also a very good one to have. Light of Valinor is also going to be very, very nice. Probably, yeah, Light of Valinor is really important here. Yeah, I think we have a lot of interesting targets. I think the main one is going to be a Song of Kings Rivendell Minstrel. I would probably mulligan a Rivendell Minstrel if we draw it in our opening hand and we don't see a Song of Kings. I'm thinking Rivendell Minstrel is just a better option later down the line if we don't get one in the mulligan, mainly because it's 3 cost, right? So we're looking at turn 4, I guess turn 3 before we can put a Song of Kings onto the table. But then we have a 2 quester, which is nice. So we got 2, 4, 6. Let's go. So we got As Falith is nice. Elrond's Council, Song of Kings, Northern Tracker, Test of Will, and an yeah. Yeah. That's what we want right there. Yeah. Heck yeah. Alrighty. Nice. Alrighty. Puts in the following encounter sets outside of play. The first player adds the Black Serpent to the staging area and shuffles encounter deck. Each other player reveals an encounter card. Let's go. that was solid. That was solid. Okay. Allies interplay exhausted at the end of the planning phase. Advance to a random 2A. Let's pass out some money. And we're going to draw into another Northern Tracker. Let us go ahead and I think we want to throw Song of Kings on like Glorfindel or Arwen. I don't know if we need Song of Kings on Aragorn because we would get the leadership icon, and once we do get our sword, I think it's not out of the realm of possibility to play as Falith this round on Glorfindel. Let's go ahead and discard Elven Light to give Aragorn a resource. We could draw that card if we wanted to, or we could draw a card if we wanted to. We do have a Test of Will, so if we draw the card now, we're not actually getting anything. Let's go ahead and spend 2 from Aragorn to play as Falith on Glorfindel, so we can exhaust as Falith to place 2 progress on any location. We do have a Test of Will. We might as well. I guess if we don't, we can drop a Northern Tracker next turn if we wanted to. If we don't play a Test of Will this turn. So yeah, okay. The end of the planning phase, we're going to advance to a random 2A. We got even, odd. Odd. Oh, that one goes outside. We're going to shuffle the Mountain of Shadow encounter set into the encounter deck, which is this guy. Then each player reveals an encounter card. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh, this is 3. Okay. Good to know that we do reveal an encounter card when we push to 3, though. Okay. After a player plays an ally, he must exhaust that ally or raise our threat by 1. This is the one we would much rather be at. When this stage is defeated, advance to a random 3A. Okay. Let's go ahead and 3 will raise our threat. 6, we are showing 2. We do have an Elrond's Council. I'm thinking about hanging on to Aragorn and not letting Aragorn quest, mainly because I want a defensive option if we get it. We could just soak the damage, though. I don't. If we quest with Aragorn, we're pretty confident that we're not going to not place progress. So let's quest with Aragorn. We'll roll the dice a little bit, and we'll go 8. Flip into a 2. After it engages you, either place a random enemy from the set aside Herat soldier, or it gets +3 this round. Okay. So we quested for 8. We're showing 4. We're going to place 4, and we're going to actually remove 2. We're not going to engage here. And we will stand up. Increase our threat to 28. Pass out some money. Draw into Gandalf. Straight up a Gandalf to snipe this thing is not a bad idea. think we can hang off a little bit for that. We could play a Northern Tracker now if we wanted to. I don't see any reason to do that, actually. Let's go ahead and spend 1 to play Elven Light to draw a card, which is Jubiar. Excellent. Let's discard Elven Light to give that money right back to Arwen. And this is going to be our defensive just machine. And so we'll probably play Elrond's Council so we don't have to engage that round, and we can play Jubiar next round. And then we have our defensive options. I'm really glad I did not play Northern Tracker. We do have a Test of Will. We have Elrond's Council. We do have a Gandalf. I think we are just going to hang out now and quest. So we will go Glorfindel, increase our threat. That's 3, 6, 8. We are showing 4. Win reveal, each player raise each player's threat by X, where X is the printed quest points of the active location. If there is no active location, again Surge. Surge into win reveal, either place a random enemy from the set aside Desert Canyon creatures set, or again Surge. This is a 5 attack. Ugh. Desert. I guess we'll place the enemy from the Desert Canyons. Desert creatures. Got a job. Congratulations. That's awesome. How's the job going? Got a giant scorpion in there. It is going really well. It's going well. Okay, so we quested for 8. We're showing 6. We're going to place 2. We will remove 2, but we will also play in Elrond's Council. So we'll actually place 1 more. And reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3. So we're not actually engaging here. Okay. Into the round, we will stand up. Increase our threat. Draw into Furial. Nice. And we'll pass out money. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome. Let's go 5 here to play Jubiar. So after we exhaust to defend against an attack, discard a face down shadow card. So now we can grab here and be good. And I think we're probably looking at trying to play Gandalf soon-ish. Let's go ahead and spend 1 and then discard Elven Light to draw a card and get the money right back. We got a Gladrian's Greeting already. But next round, we can play a Gandalf, and that may be what we want to try and do. We are looking at a 6 in the staging area. I'm wondering if I don't quest with everything I have. No, I don't really want to take a threat hit right now. Arwen, Glorfindel, increase our threat to 30. That's 6. Let's go 8. We're showing 6. We're going to flip into Doomed 1. Choose 1 random card from the set aside encounter set with the most cards remaining. Reveal that card as if it was the top card in the encounter deck. We're going to cancel this. We're going to Test of Will this. And we don't have to worry about it. We quested for 8. We're going to place 2. We're going to remove 2. Then we're going to engage here. Oh, it's going to get +3 attack. Now we're just going to put the Herat Soldier into play. Or into the discard pile. Those archers are so mean. We're going to defend here, discard this. And we have him. Okay. Gonna stand up. Where are my locations? Asfalith is hanging out, not doing too much. Increase to 30. We got Steward of Gondor. Okay. Got 1, 1, 1. Let's spend one from. Do we want to play Gandalf this round? What does Gandalf get us? We can go card draw. I'm thinking about playing Steward of Gondor on Arwen. We need to raise our threat from that. Need to remember that. If we play Gandalf right now, probably snipe here. Honestly, just get rid of that. Let's hang off on Gandalf. Let's see if we can just prolong the game a little bit and not need to deal with Gandalf. Let's spend one from Glorfindel to play Song of Kings on Arwen. Let's discard Northern Tracker to play two, and then we'll play a Steward of Gondor on Arwen using the two, and then we got two there. Okay. That means that next turn we can pass the money over to Aragorn and put a Furiel out there. So that's good. And then we have it's starting to get set up. I don't want to engage here. I want to okay, let's go. We do have 3 on there. Let's go 2 5. We're showing 4. The problem is if we flip a 5, which we're not going to do. Okay. Well, we may actually. We're gonna go 5. We got a 3. While it's in the staging area, when revealed, effects cannot be canceled. After it becomes the active location, raise each player's threat by 2. Okay. So that's showing us 5 7. We quested for 5, so we're gonna go 1 2. But not enough to engage there, so we're good. We're not going to do that, but we will go ahead and ask Falith to put 2 progress here. And then we will defend this, which discards this card, and we'll swing back for 3, which will deal 2 damage. Alrighty. Increase our threat to 34. We can stand up. We can draw into a Wellingham Preserver. Pass out some money. And this is where the decisions get fun. Okay. So we have actually a pretty decent number of play lines. We can play the Northern Tracker. If we play the Northern Tracker, we can clear that, and we can save as Falith for another location that comes out. This is down to 1. We can play Gandalf. We can snipe here. I think I would prefer to wait, and if we don't play, if we can not play Gandalf, let's not play Gandalf because we do have sneak attacks, so we do have a couple of options to get more efficiency out of Gandalf. We could play Furiel. I think the line here is a playing Northern Tracker and Furiel. So let's spend 1 to play Elven Light from our discard pile, and then draw into the sword that was broken. It's good to have. We'll discard Elven Light to give a resource over here to Aragorn. We're going to spend 5 to play Furiel. And we'll raise our threat by 1. Oh, but then we're going to engage that thing. We could play Galadrim's Greeting instead. And then just as foul at this thing. Let's as foul of here. Then we can go 3 for Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're set up to play Northern Tracker next turn. Or, I mean, we have a lot of options to play next turn. But if we don't quest with Glorfindel, we do have a solution here. So let's quest with Furiel for 3. We've got 6. 8. Showing 4. We get to look at the top card of the deck, and then we can discard it if we want. We will go ahead and discard that. Then our card is going to be a Shadow Veil. While a player has a threat of 35 or higher, it gets +3 threat. After it becomes the active location, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Alrighty. So that's 6. We're going to place 2, remove 2. We're going to see if we can clear that with just Asfalith. We're not going to engage here. We're going to block here, discarding this card. Glorfindel will swing back and take him out. Alrighty. Stand up. Increase our threat to 30. We're going to draw into... There's a Gandalf. Alrighty. Pass out money. Asfalith will place 2. I think we want to play the Northern Tracker this round, because if we play the Northern Tracker this round, we can get rid of this by next round. Or we could actually play Northern Tracker next round and do the same thing. And if we flip a location, I could take the Desert Warg now. Or we can snipe it with Gandalf. Trying to figure out. I may go card draw with Gandalf, because if we get card draw, there's a chance that we get the sneak attack because we have the second copy of Gandalf in our hand. There's a chance that we get Light of Valinor. And then we can just have Gandalf can attack for 4, which is not enough to take out the Desert Warg, but it's close. We're showing 6. We need to quest fairly hard. I think we're going to spend 1 to play Elven Light and evaluate our options when we have an Elrond's Council. Nice. Okay. Let's discard Elven Light. Give him money here to Arwen. I think we play Northern Tracker next round. I think we play Gandalf. 2, 4, 5. Let's play Gandalf. We're going to draw 3 cards. Warden of Healing, Sword of Gondor, and Sneak Attack. There's the Sneak Attack. I feel happy with that. It's so cool to me that still to this day, a single set has the most stable cards is the core box. So, oh yeah, it's so good. There's so many great cards in that box. Yeah. Gandalf is good. Okay. Sweet. Kind of makes me want to quest and then snipe with the sneak attack Gandalf here. Seven, 10, 12. If we go 12, the other option would be to block here. We would take 2 damage. We can swing back with 3, which would only deal 1 damage to it. So I don't actually, that's not the right call. We We do have a Warden of Healing, so we can start healing Juviar. But let's go 12. Flip into a after it becomes the active location, choose one random card from the set aside encounter set with the most cards remaining. Place it into the encounter discard pile, then shuffle the encounter card discard pile into the encounter deck. Alrighty. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Requested for 12. We're going to place 4, which means we're going to place 2. We're not going to travel, but we will play the Warden of Heal or the Northern Tracker next round so that we can start clearing those locations. I don't think we engage. Yeah, I don't think we engage. I think we're going to end the round, raise our threat, stand everybody up, draw into the Stargazer, pass out some money. Let's go ahead and spend 4 to play Northern Tracker. As Falith, we'll go ahead and place 2 here. Spin the 1 there so we have the sneak attack option if we need it. We could. I'm going to discard Steward of Gondor to give him money over here to Aragorn. Then we're going to spend 3 to play the Wellingham Preserver. We'll increase our threat to 32 when we do that. But then next turn we're going to have the Wellingham Preserver, and we got a lot of quest power at that point. We do have a sneak attack available to us. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going. I'm gonna go Northern Tracker. I'm gonna clear here. That's 1, 4, 7. We're showing 2, 4, 6. Go 1, 2. We're going 9, showing 6. I'm feel pretty good about that. I'm gonna flip into Foothills of Mordor. While it's in the staging area, when revealed effects cannot be canceled. After it becomes the active location, raise each player's threat by 2. So we'll play as Falith and clear this with the Northern Tracker. But I think we quested evenly here. So we got 5, 9. So we'll reduce 2 and not take the attack. We're not going to engage anything there. We're actually going to play Elrond's Council here. We're going to reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3 and increase and place 1 more. But that gives us the safety net that if we do fail this next quest, we can remove 2 progress now. And so we're good. I don't think we will fail the next quest, but it is just something to think about. All right. Let's increase our threat to 30. Stand up. Draw into a test of will. Nice. Get money. As Falith, we'll place 2 progress here. Let's spend 1 from Arwen to play Elven Light from our discard pile. And then draw into another Steward of Gondor. Alrighty. We'll pitch an Elven Light to give... I don't need a Warden of Healing on the table right now. I think that's more risky than it gives gives benefit for. So let's go ahead and give that to Aragorn. Let's give the money to Aragorn. We do have a test of will. We have a sneak attack. I was starting to think that the sneak attack just goes here. We could draw cards too. We could actually, maybe what we do is we sneak attack Gandalf in the combat phase and block the warg. And then we don't worry too much about the 5 attack. And then we can use Gandalf to draw cards. And we only need to attack for 5. And so if we go like Glorfindel and Jubiar, then we're good. I think that's what we will do. I think we'll do that in the combat phase. Work done for the day. Let's go. Nice. That's hype. We don't have, let's give the money, let's give that extra resource that we discarded for Arwen's ability to Arwen, and let's go ahead and spend 3 from Arwen's pool to play Sword That Was Broken on Aragorn. This is going to give all characters that we control +1 willpower. And the leadership. So actually, we can give it to either person. Because sneak attack can be paid for out of both of these pools now. Alrighty. That's a lot of quest power. That's a lot of quest power. So that's exciting. Let's go ahead and go Northern Tracker. That's going to clear here. That's 2. Sword That Was Broken is so bananas good. 1, 2. This is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts us right there at 10. We are showing 6. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's Furial. That puts us at 14, showing 6. I feel pretty good about that. We do get to look at the top card of this deck, which is the Desolate Land. We are discarding that. Actually, you know what? Are we? Let's think about this. So Desolate Land is going to add 2, 4, 6, 7. So that would put us at 2, 4, 6. 7 is 13. We're questing for 14. We're still placing, and then we can clear it pretty easily. We cannot clear it that easily. We'll discard it. Shadowy Veil. While any player has the threat of 35 or higher, gets +3. After it becomes the active location, reveal the top card. Alrighty. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. We quested for 14, so we're going to play 6. We're going to remove 2, so we're going to go down to 6. So we do not take the attack. We will go ahead and engage our warg friend here. At this point, we will go ahead and use Aragorn. No, we're going to use Arwen's to sneak attack Gandalf into play. We're going to draw 3 cards. Asphalith, another Preserver, and a Minstrel. Okay. We're going to defend with Gandalf here. It's going to be a 5. Exhaust the character you control. Oh, that's sad. No. We'll exhaust here. Gandalf takes the damage, and then we'll swing for 3, 6, which will take this guy out. Okay. By the way, Nelson, have you ever watched Wreck and Roll on YouTube? They do board game and card game content. You dig their... I haven't. No, I would definitely take a look at it. Is there a good site out there to explain the state of this game? I collected it through the Dwarven cycle, but the site is so confusing. I have a buyer's guide, which talks through a lot of it. The buyer's guide is kind of old, so but it the only thing that's missing from the buyer's guide is a full list of released products. They have been releasing the Lord of the Rings content. Yeah. Okay. Let's stand up. Buyer's guide helped me in my group. Oh, good. Yeah. I should probably, because they have announced the end of the cycle, I should probably revamp the buyer's guide just so that we have complete information now. But that goes through and talks about kind of where you should start, what you should buy, and what you should be looking for. Let's go ahead and increase our threat. Let's draw into Sultan. Let's pass out some money. Let's pitch an as. Let's pitch a. Um, as Falith will place 2 progress here. Let's pitch a Rivendell Minstrel to give a money here. We'll look at it. Well, I need to repurchase core or the original core. The original core will still work. The original core will still work. The original core, to get a full playset of the cards, you need 3 copies of it, which is kind of annoying. But you have all the cards you need to play more. The original core, I don't think is too hard to find either. So if you have at least 1 copy of the original core, it's probably less expensive to just buy another copy if you do want more. Oh, sweet! And there's a article. Thank you, Sensei. Let's go ahead and spend 3 here to play a Wellingham Preserver. It's going to increase our threat. And then we got 1 there. We do still have the safety net of whenever we need to, we can reset our threat down to 26 using Loragorn's ability. We can do that once per game. I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 to drop a Sultan. Increase our threat. Takes us to 33. We have a Test of Will in our hand. I think we're just going to hang on to that. But I mean, at this point, we've got a pretty sweet board state. We can quest for close to infinity. Not really. I do want a Light of Valinor. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 here to pull Elven Light back to my hand and draw a Northern Tracker. Go ahead and pitch Elven Light to give Arwen a money. Then that Northern Tracker will get dropped next turn. Sweet. Still looking for another sneak attack. That would also be pretty nice. We are showing 6. We're actually not. We're going to go ahead and Northern Tracker this thing. And we're going to show 4. I don't want to push. We're requesting for 2. So requesting for 2. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with the Wellingham Preserver. That's going to put us at 6. And then we can exhaust. We don't have any money. But we're going to, when we ditch Elven Light, we're actually going to give that money to Loragorn. And then we can have a little bit of manipulation. Instead, we're actually going to do Furial. So we get to look at the top card. Raise each player's threat by X, where X is a printed quest point to the active location. If there is no active location, it gains Surge. I do have a cancel. So we're just going to, I guess we'll quest. We're requesting 6. This will surge into Doomed 1. Choose 1 random card from the set aside encounter set with the most cards remaining. Reveal that card as if it was the top card of the encounter deck. Let's go ahead and just cancel that. Okay, let's see what it is. Because we can potentially test of will whatever gets next. Actually, this is removed from the game. Yeah, so there should only be 3. It's not this one. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I believe we get to choose. going to choose this one because I don't. The captain would be annoying, but alrighty. Oh, the Southron champion. When revealed, discard cards from the encounter deck until her rod enemy is discarded. Add that enemy to the staging area and place a resource token on it. That enemy is the champion. While this stage is in play, the champion gets +2, +2, +2, and gains immune to player card effects. The main quest stage cannot advance while the champion is in play. Cannot take damage while there's at least 4 progress tokens here. Unless there are 4 progress tokens here. Oh gosh, that's going to be tough. Okay, so we're going to get a Harad enemy. Or not. Okay. Okay. So I just think that we don't get a champion. Like we discarded unless it's different than and we would play it in Marvel Champions. But there is not a Harad enemy. Um there is a Harad enemy in the deck or in the discard pile, but not in the deck. So I think we just it just whiffs and we have this out here now. Unless we would shuffle and just discard until we get it. But I don't think that is the case. Let me know if that is not the case. So we're showing 4. We quested for 6, so we're going to place 2. We'll remove 2. And then we will move on to combat, which is nothing. So we'll stand up. And we will shuffle that at the start of the encounter phase. All right, go to 35. We're going to draw into another Wellingham Preserver. Let's pass out some money. Let's spend 1 here to play Elven Light to pull a Hasty Stroke. Let's pitch a Elven Light to give Arwen 1 resource. We'll spend 4 to play a Northern Tracker. That's going to increase our threat to 36. I think at this point, I'm just putting out a ton of allies, and we'll use Lorgorn's Reset here pretty soon. So that's kind of my thought right now. All right, we'll move into the quest phase. The main quest cannot. Yeah, I think that's how it works, and now we'll just leave that out there forever. I think I'm still okay to just kind of slow roll this thing, and try and get more sneak attacks, more options for, Light of Valinor would be really great. We actually could throw out a Stargazer if we wanted to. We're not going to. Calirian Stone would be really great. Well, let's go ahead and just go 4. That's going to clear here. Actually, I think this does get shuffled back in. No, it doesn't. 4 showing 2. I don't want to fail the quest. I have really good questers out here. If we go 8, we're only showing 2, so there is a pretty decent chance we push. We're just going to quest for 4. We're showing 2. We're going to flip into... Oh, here we go. Did we just lose the game? Uh-oh. Did not think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're showing 12. We quested for 4, so we raise our threat by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't lose. We're at 44 threat, and we'll have to use Loragorn here pretty soon. Ow! Alrighty, let's use that Sphalith to go 2 there. Ow. Okay. Well, we will increase our threat. It is a refresh action to do that, so we do need to be kind of careful here. We could do it now, or we could Icarus ourselves a little bit closer to the sun, and that sounds kind of fun, honestly. We may just go ahead and reset. So if we flip another one of those, we are toasted. Or we could push. If we push, I think I think we're just gonna push. I think we're gonna quest pretty hard and just clear out, and then we'll see what comes in. Um, we'll get a couple of encounter cards, but we have Test of Wills. We have a lot of options. So let's go ahead and pass out money. We will. We'll spend 1 to play Elven Light to draw into a Light of Valinor. There we go. Alrighty, let's play Light of Valinor on Glorfindel. Let's pitch an Elven Light to pass a money over here to Arwen. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to play a Stargazer. We'll use Stargazer to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alrighty, we got a whole lot of nothing. We'll grab Elven Lights. Okay, but that does justify not hanging around forever and trying to figure out what to just go ahead and pushing, and then we can reset next round. We're going to go up to 46, 47. If we play the Wellingham, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to spend 3 to play Wellingham Preserver. Guess we can stack these. It's going to take us up to 47, and that one's exhausted. But here we are. Huge board. Let's go. Alrighty, we got Northern Tracker, which is going to clear here. We do want to quest, assuming that we are going to draw a plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we want to quest for 14. Oh, and then the Black Serpent is going to make an immediate attack. That is something to think about. He's going to attack for 3. We can block with Jubiar. I'm not too concerned about that, actually. Actually, no, we'll block with the Wellingham Preserver. I'm going to space these out. So we want to quest for 4, 14, 18. So we are going for 4 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we get to look at the top card. Doomed 1. Choose 1 random card from the set aside and counter set with the most cards remaining. Reveal that card as if it was the top card. It's going to take us up to 48. Are there any? It would be from this set. Just trying to make sure that there's not going to be something that... Okay. We're okay with that. Okay, so Doomed 1. We're going to go up to 48, and then we're going to reveal a random card from this set. We do have a Test of Will. It's the Orc of Mordor. Each ally with less willpower than its threat cannot defend. We are fine because we do have 2 here. So that's showing 4. We blow through this quest, and we will advance to a random 3A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set each other stage 3 aside out of play, shuffling counter deck, discard pile, and the desert creatures in counter set. Into the encounter deck. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy that belongs to an encounter set denotated by the first icon on each set aside stage 3. And oh, we're adding 2 enemies? Ah! Oh, okay, hold on. Oh wait, no, this is 4A. Just kidding. Oh, each player reveals an encounter card. Okay. Enemies in the staging area cannot take damage. That's fine. After an enemy engages a player, deal 1 damage to a hero that player controls. That's fine. All right. So we're gonna reveal an encounter card. It's the Hoardor Waste. Okay. We're going to get attacked by the Black Serpent. We're gonna block with the Wellingham Preserver. He's attacking for 5. And we don't. Oh, he's attacking for 5. We will lose the Wellingham Preserver. Am I okay with that? I think I have to be. We could block with Juviar, knowing that we're about to get another one. Let's do that. We're gonna block here. So it's gonna be 5 to 6. This attack deals damage. The defending character cannot ready until the end of the round. Okay. So we will take 2 damage here. Alrighty. We will Asphalith 2 progress here. We engage here. We have to deal a damage. We'll do that to Glorfindel. We will block with the Wellingham Preserver. It's going to be 4 to 2 plus 0. We take 2 damage here. And then we'll swing back with 6 to take him out. Okay. This is down to 0. Alrighty. Chet and Nelson, your group is taking Galaxy's Most Wanted campaign. Is there any new cards from the X-Men waves to help the Guardians? Probably. I'm trying to think. I mean, the heroes are really good. Galaxy's Most Wanted is a lot of Surge. And so if you can figure out how to counteract that, whether that be with like espionage or something like that, stand everybody up. We're going to increase our threat to 49, take our refresh action to go back down to 26. And then we've used that action for the game. GBR still exhausted. Can't help you there. I played Champions like 3 times. Maybe a good time to revisit. I'm trying to think. I feel like a sidekick build could be pretty interesting. Are you specifically taking Guardians against the box, or are you open to heroes as well? Alrighty. Cool. We will pass out money. Draw into Elven Light. We will pitch Elven Light, and we will buy Elven Light. No, actually, before we'll pitch Elven Light to give a money here. heal that damage when. Actually, 2 of these ready, so we'll heal there. Let's use 1, 2, 3, 4. Arwen. Alrighty, we're gonna put Arwen on top, and then draw into Jubiar. Okay, so let's buy Arwen on the top of our deck. We'll spend 2 to play Arwen. Just Guardians of the Galaxy heroes. Allies can be anyone. Taking in some old videos. It's such a tough box. Such a tough box. Okay, let's do a. Actually, we're gonna give that money to Aragorn. We're gonna use Aragorn to play Warden of Healing, and we're gonna heal 2 damage here with Warden of Healing. We have a Test of Will. We have a Hasty Stroke. We have a Gandalf. We have pretty much everything that we need. I mean, if we can find a sneak attack, we're gonna feel a lot better. Just it's what we kind of want. So we're gonna hang on to Asphaleth. We have a lot of headroom, so I'm thinking that we're gonna just push pretty hard here, so that we can add a lot of progress, so that we don't have to push as hard later down the Rhine. Oh my gosh, you're so right. Good call. Alrighty. Well, that's a miss in deck building. Alrighty. LOL. That's funny. Alrighty. First change I would make to the deck is switching this card out. That's fine. Alrighty. Thank you for that catch. Let's go 4 here. That's going to clear here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts us at 16. We're showing 3. That means that we will not push, and I'm okay with that. I was very confused. Yeah, just toss her. No one saw anything. Shh. I was just about to. For reasons like that, I don't think I've ever played a clean. Yeah, 100%, right? Like there's so many things going on. I'm okay with 16 to 3. Let's do that. I guess we can. If we go 20, we can go 20 to 2. Is there any reason we don't want to push here, actually? We get a ton of enemies. I don't think we want to quite push. Well, I mean, we can. I think we absolutely can push here. I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna quest 20. If we push, that's awesome. If we don't, that is also fine. We will take an attack from the Black Serpent if we do not push right now. Which I think we will. We're going to undo 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna quest for 16. Then we're gonna have Jubiar back, and we're gonna have just a couple of different options for handling multiple attacks next round. So let's do that. Take backsies. I can't count the number of times I've been 75% done with the quest and realized I should have lost in round 2. Yeah, the first scenario in Agmar Awakens that I replayed 2-handed. I filmed the entire thing. It was 2 hours long. I did the entire video, and then I forgot that enemies don't make engagement checks or whatever the main thing of the quest. I just completely forgot to do. I was like, cool. Nice. Okay. So we're questing 16, showing 3. We're going to flip into a Shadowy Veil while any player has a threat of 35 or higher. So we're showing 5. We quested. We're going to place 11. We're going to take 2 off to take it down to 9. We will ask Falith to place 2 here. And we will stand up. Now we have Jubiar back, which is nice. Increase our threat to 27. We will draw here. You got Stargazer. We'll look at 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the stone, and there's Rivendell Minstrel. Though both of those are better, so we'll take the stone on top. And this is during the planning phase, so this is after I've played all my cards, or passed out all my money and stuff. We'll play Elven Light to draw a stone. We'll spend 2 to drop the stone onto Aragorn. We'll pitch a Elven Light. Now we'll pass the money over to Aragorn because we have 3 icons over here. We'll ask Falith. I don't know if we need to ask Falith, actually. Let's go ahead and heal Jubiar. Back to champions, though. I like it. The only problem I have with it is that you don't really get to play while others are taking their turn, which is a significant portion of the game. I've only ever played 2 players, but I can't imagine trying to play with 4. I don't really play with 4. Oh, there you go, Rhino schemes trauma. Yeah, I don't really play with 4. Yeah, I don't. Unless everybody knows what they are doing, I don't really play at 4. I think 2 is probably the sweet spot. 3 is also really good. But yeah, yeah, I have that issue. Okay, so when we progress, we are going to get first player takes control, search the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy that belongs to the encounter set, denotated by the first icon on each stage 3. Oh, okay. And add them to. So there's actually, I think we did shuffle both of those in there, but so we're gonna get the archer. We got options. We got options though. Okay. To be fair, I don't play with Lord of the Rings. Yeah, yeah. I probably wouldn't either. I've done 3. 3 was good. But I mean, it was 3 people who knew what they were doing very, very well. So, alrighty, let's go 1, 2. Got 2 there. All right, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are showing 5. If we quest for 16, I do want to push here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 20. We're showing 5. That feels pretty good. So let's go ahead and just do that. We're gonna flip, or we're gonna look at, and we're gonna see the Urk Prowler. Place a random enemy from the set aside Mordor Orc set into the encounter discard pile, or it makes an immediate attack. We're gonna pitch this, and we're gonna get a giant scorpion instead. When it damages a character, that character cannot ready until the end of the round. Okay, so now we're showing 8. We quested for 20. We're placing 12 progress, and so we will push. And this is actually, I think, the only one from the Scorpion encounter set. So we need a Scorpion and a Orc of Mordor, I believe. Yep. Oh, wait, no, not a Scorpion. We need a Harad. Sword guy. And a banner guy. First player takes control of Poros. Searching counter deck and discard pile for each enemy. Oh, each enemy. Oh, that's less exciting. Cool. Not the scorpion. Got the archer. Okay, so it's just two. It's just two. I think 3 is the sweet spot for this one. Nice. Um, at 3 players, you don't feel like your deck has to do everything. That's nice. That is one of the things that I've enjoyed at 2 players, at the 2-handed at least. I've been having a lot of fun with just like messing around with the decks and not needing them to do everything. And I've just very much enjoyed that. Okay. After an enemy attacks and destroys the character, remove X progress from this stage where X is the attacking enemy's printed threat. This stage cannot be defeated except at the end of the combat phase. If the players defeat this stage, they win the game. Sweet. So we don't actually have to take any of these guys out, which is kind of interesting. So Black Serpent is going to attack us for 6. We will block here for 3. No shadow effect, so we'll take 3 damage. He's immune to player card effects. You can optionally engage additional enemies. The first player gains control of him. Do we have to take out? Stage cannot be defeated except at the end of the combat phase. Oh, I was needing to remove 3 progress from the last time. I think we were fine. Yeah, we blitzed through a lot of that. I don't think we actually have to take out these enemies. Archery 2. We'll go ahead and just Wellingham Preservers those. We're at 27 threats. We actually don't have to engage any enemy. I don't know why it's telling me that I have the ability to engage multiple enemies. That seems kind of weird to me, but here we are. So we'll Gandalf this guy. After it engages you, either remove 2 progress or discard an ally you control. I'm less interested in that. Let's go ahead and engage here. We will defend and discard this card. We'll take 1 damage. We will swing back with 2, 4, 6. I could probably take another. That's fine to take him out. Then, we'll stand up, increase our threat, on exhaust everything. Whenever we're ready, we'll heal these guys. Grab the Rivendell Minstrel. We already did increase our money, or increase our threat. Let's pass out money. Let's do a Stargazer. Look at the top 5. Arwen, let's grab an Elrond's Council. Bury Arwen, I guess. It's hilarious. We'll pitch and buy Elven Light to grab an Elrond's Council. Let's go 2, 4, 5. To play Gandalf. We'll deal 4 damage here. I feel like I'm missing something. Mainly because that gives me the ability to. Maybe if you had just a ton of enemies and you had to churn through them, maybe that's why it's giving you that option. I don't know. Let's quest for everything we've got, because we will have to remove 4 progress. Um. So yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. That clears here. We are showing 6, so we need to quest for minimum 30. That's not too bad. We're at 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts us at 34. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have an Elrond's Council. Requesting for 38. I guess the we will get to see the top card. Yeah, well, let's see. It's a Desert Warg. We'll take it. Place a random enemy from the set aside desert creature set into the encounter discard pile, or gain Surge. Alrighty. Well, desert creatures is already in here, so or gain Surge. So I guess we will discard this and then flip into the Sand Viper. Players cannot declare defenders against Sand Viper. After they travel to a location, it immediately engages us. This shows us 4, 8, 10. So we place 28 progress here. We will remove 4 to not take an attack. We will not engage. We end the combat phase, meaning that we win the game. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, sweet. Nice. There you go. This strategy worked a lot better, going for kind of the bigger allies rather than the ally flood, mainly with the locations that were coming out. But I mean, this is just a very, very solid hero lineup. Being able to pass out everything, getting the Song of Kings to play the necessary upgrades on Loragorn. We got up to 49 and then reduced our threat all the way back down to 26, which is pretty awesome. Glorfindel is always just just crazy, crazy person. Sneak attacks were buried at the bottom. It looks like. Oh, there was one. We would have had a sneak attack next turn. Yeah, no, I like the deck. I think it worked out pretty well. Sweet. We do have new content to unbox. We're going to be unboxing the first box of the Legacy packaged Return of the King, which is the not the Flame in the West, but the Mountain of Fire. So that is where we will be going to next. Is playing that Saga expansion. I love the Saga expansions. And so that's what we are going to be unboxing and trying out. So I'm going to go to the Be Right Back. I forgot to grab it before the stream, so I'm going to go grab the box, and then we'll unbox it and look at some new cards that are very thematic to Return of the King. Sweet. See y'all very, very soon.